What is up, everypone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at another My Little Pony Horror AU. I have no idea what this one is, but it was also requested within my Discord server so easily, I think it's quite obvious that I'm going to be looking at it. It's called My Little Puffball's Friendship is Dead. Quite an interesting name, and honestly, I have no idea what to expect from this. All the thumbnails are the same, my bad. Except for like a few of them, like three, like one here, and one here, where it has like a shattered glass filter over the thumbnail. So I have no idea what I'm going to be getting into with this. I cannot talk today. I just woke up like an hour ago. But it's okay. Before we jump into this AU, make sure to check out the description down below. Feel free to join the Discord server, check out the Spotify, check out my new song. Everything's basically linked in the description in the links section. So please check it out if you guys are interested. It would help me out a lot. So let's jump into My Little Puffballs and see what we've been missing out on. So here we are on part 1. I'm going to read the bio real quick. It says, The First Infected, part 1. Welcome to my first ever MLP Infection AU. I had come up with this idea a few years ago and have been working on a story for it, and it's been so much fun creating and drawing these ponies, and I hope anyone reading and keeping up with my posts enjoy it. This will be the one and only time I'll speak on behalf of my AU, and the rest of my post descriptions will be narrative, so stay tuned to my MLP Infection, friends, and once again, enjoy. Warning, this AU is not for the faint of heart. Viewer discretion is advised. Trigger warning, blood, gore, swearing, pain, and more. Celestia, have mercy on your soul. What an intro. So we have Tree Hugger here. She's not looking too good. Stage 1. Oh, she's the infected. Okay. Backstory. Tree Hugger was in the Everfree forest looking for herbs and edible mushrooms when she found what she thought was a puffball. And when she tried to pick it, it imploded on itself and sprayed her in the face with spores. Health is 92%, sanity is 100%, stress is 2%, hunger is 20%, and infection is 10%. Her temperature is 38.2 degrees Celsius. She has a red stuffy nose, no appetite, and a sweaty body. Her 2 lines of dialogue say, "No worry, I'm okay. It's just a little cold." Stage 2. What the fuck am I looking at? What happened? Okay. Tree Hugger has been in the care of Nurse Redheart for a few days and hasn't shown any signs of recovering and has been vomiting anything. She eats and crying uncontrollably even when perfectly fine moments prior. Health is 70%. Sanity is 100%, stress is 50%, hunger is 10%, and infection is 25%. She has a red itchy rash, she's vomiting. I think a vomiting warning at the beginning, I should have said that, but hey, we're here now, kind of too late for that, I'll put that in text. She has jaundice and hasn't eaten in days. Her 2 vocal lines are, "I'm okay, it'll pass, I hope." Stage 3. Oh, that's scary. Can no longer form sentences due to how rotten her teeth and esophagus are from how much she's been vomiting. Oh my god. And the rash has been spreading and growing these odd white fungus-like pustules. And she is very weak. But still, Fluttershy still comes to visit her every so often despite her condition. Health is 23%, sanity is 91%. Stress is 91% as well. Hunger is starving. Understandably so, she can't eat. Infection rate is 81%. She's losing hair. She has bloodshot, dilated, jaundiced eyes. Spreading rash. Hasn't eaten in weeks. Rash ate away her cutie mark. Puffballs growing around her hooves. And vomiting is rotting her teeth. Her dialogue says, "Fluttershy, please, it hurts." Oh, so it turns them into zombies with mushrooms growing out of them. Jesus, okay. While in stage 3, she fled the hospital, asked to not injure anyone, as the night before she began to eat away at her own back hoof from a pain in it that she could only describe as it's eating the bone. As her ever-growing hunger was starting to drive her mad, and she was losing vision due to the spores of the fungus growing behind her eyes, she now resides somewhere, Everfree Forest, awaiting her painful death or swift end from a timber wolf or other creature. Health is 10%, sanity is 81%, stress is 100%, hunger, rot, so she can't even eat. She's so hungry, it's rotting her from the inside. And infection rate is 100%. She's completely blind. She has no fur or hair. She has a mushroom growing from... Oh, she has many mushrooms growing from her skin, actually. She ate her own hoof. She... Oh my god, this is like disgusting. Chewed her cheek apart. Bare flesh and ribs and moss from the Everfree. Her dialogue says, "Hungry. Run away. Stay back, please. Save yourself." And then, oh my god. I kind of feel bad. It's kind of sad, dude. Stage 5. She found a patch of thick grass and laid down and let the infection eat her body until the pain stopped, and she took her last breath. She's dead. Health is dead. Sanity's dead. Stress, she's free. Hunger is 0%. Infection, rot. So the infection has completely rotted her. She has maggots. Her eyes are being eaten by maggots. Mushrooms are flourishing. Missing leg and rotten mouth. Kill me. This is messed, bro. This is disgusting. This is a disgusting AU. Now, I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it 100% with all you guys. I would normally read the rest of the descriptions, but I don't want it to spoil anything within the story, because one of the last AUs I did, it was the voice of the Verdant. Reading the description is basically reading the AU itself in some of them, and I don't want to risk that. Meaning, if you guys want to check out any of the bios or like descriptions for yourself, as always, AUs will be linked in the description down below. So let's check out part 2. Oh, there we go. The same exact warning. So Applejack is a survivor, is hiding in a barn on Sweet Apple Acres with the rest of her family, not trying to stress, but worries for her friends. Health is 100%, sanity is 95%, stress is 30%, hunger is 12%, infection is 0%. With Big Mac, Apple Bloom, Granny Smith, and Babseed. She has scars from working the farm. Granny helped trim her hair and put it up. Blood and dirt from running from bucking infected. Mask to keep safe from spores within the air. She has long socks made by Apple Bloom. She has an inventory. It looks like she has some thread and a needle in the back. She has like a little vial with like some medicine in it. She has an apple with a bite out of it, basically. And she has a bloodied knife. Her vocal lines say, "I hope Twi and the girls are okay. Stay strong. We're safe here." Now, Big Mac is also a survivor of the Apple family. He has been working the orchard most days and cuts down any infected trees he comes across, disinfecting any good trees and the fruit bare, then gathering them and delivering them to outposts around the Ponyville area. Health is 91%, sanity is 100%, stress is 10%, hunger is 2%, infection is 0%. With Applejack, Apple Bloom, Granny Smith, and Babseed. Granny cut his mane and he's grown a beard. In his inventory, he has a bag of apples and a bloodied axe. He also has like a little handkerchief or bandana that says made by Apple Bloom. Dirt and blood from work and ramming infected. Brass horseshoes. He has scars on his leg. He has a wound on his other upper hoof area. And a satchel to carry supplies and deliveries. As per usual with Big Mac, his only line of dialogue is, "Yep." So, yeah, that's Big Mac for you. Now, Apple Bloom is also a survivor of the Apple family. I'm sorry I can't talk today. It's like every time I talk, my mouth is so dry. I'm going to take a second to take a big drink. I'm not doing any cuts. Deal with it. A little bit of hydration takes you a long way. She stays in her room, and she is forbidden to leave Sweet Apple Acres or past the fences that Applejack put up, but often sneaks out at night to visit Sakura in the Everfree Forest and sends letters to Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo whenever Big Mac goes into town. Health is 100% along with sanity. Stress is 0%, hunger is 3%, infection, she's oblivious to it, with Applejack, Big Mac, Granny Smith, and Babseed. She has a torn bow from roughhousing with Winona. Mask given by Applejack. She has no idea why she has to wear it. She made bandanas for the whole family. Band-aids, small scrapes, and bruises. She asked Granny to make her look like her big sister. And she has small scars on her lower leg area. In her inventory, she has a couple of notes, thread, needle, and some other things in the back there too that I can't really tell what that is, but I'm guessing it just has to do with the thread. Her 2 lines of dialogue are, "Hey, what's wrong, Winona? I can't wait to see my friends." Now we have the pet companion, Winona, in the Apple family. She's been pacing outside of the guest bedroom, scratching, whimpering, snuggling, and crying while staring at the door, and won't leave it or let anyone near, and she knows something is wrong inside that room. Health is 100%, sanity and stress are unknown, hunger is 30%, infection, she is immune, because all doggies are perfect in every way, shape, or form. I love dogs. Dogs are amazing. I have my own dog. Her owner is Applejack. Ears lowered in fear, hackles raised, baring her teeth in anyone who tries to enter the room, tail lower defensively. Grrr. In her inventory, she has a couple of bones and a dog toy. Now, Granny Smith is also a survivor of the Apple family. Takes care of injuries, scrapes and cuts and bruises, but recently had been taking care of Babseed after she had scraped her hoof, helping Applejack, but recently got extremely quiet when asked about Babseed. Does that mean Babseed's infected? More likely. Health is 50%, but she's old, so it's understandable. Sanity is 45%. Stress is 100%. Hunger is 30%. Infection is 0%. She's with Applejack, Applebloom, Big Mac, and Babseed. Has been crying ever since Babseed got sick. Oh, that's sad. Masked to keep safe. She has dirty hooves with odd stains. She's shaking with fear. Her lines are, "Oh no, why her? How will I tell Applebloom?" I'm not doing an old lady impression. No, thank you. In her inventory, she has a med kit and a couple other medicine-like items. What the fuck am I looking at? What am I looking at? What are you? Okay. Babseed is infected. Jesus. Got infected while going to visit Sakura with Applebloom and got separated and stepped into a puffball that got cuts in her hooves. Health is 30%, sanity is 10%, stress is 100%. She's starving when it comes to hunger. Ugh. Her infection rate is 91%, so she's almost dead. Her sanity is very low because she's been locked in a room for so long. Carved out her eye and ate it. This is disgusting. Jaundice eye and shrunken iris. Mushrooms, ate her cutie mark, eating her leg. Die, die, die. Go away. Stage 3 infection. This is disgusting. Okay. This is a disgusting AU. The art is amazing, but it's disgusting. It's so gross. Now we got that same exact warning. Oh, we got story. Flashback. Huh? Oh no, I'm all good, Bloom. I just scraped my back hoof on that dang tracker again. I'll be fine. Hey, oh, I read it out of order, but I'm gonna read it regardless. Hey, Babseed, you good? You know you didn't have to come if your leg was hurting you. Oh, alright, just keep up. Don't want to stay in one spot too long just in case a timber wolf is nearby. It's actually really cute. Now I need to make sure what line is in order. A little bit of specification helps out a lot with these AUs, and I kind of just read based upon what's from left to right. But some people do it differently. Hey, Bloom. Huh. Why are we out here again? We're on our way to see Sakura. Who's Sakura? Sakura is the super cool voodoo zebra who lives in the hut here in the Everfree. Huh, what was that? It's probably just a bird. Don't worry, I know the way. It's a clear shot from here. Bloom, that didn't sound like a bird. Hey, I know these woods like the back of my hoof, and I know the critters around them, so it's definitely a bird. Promise. Oh, okay. Alright. Bloom, it sounds like that bird is following us. Are you hearing this? Oh dear, Celestia. And there's like dripping in the top left. And then in Apple Bloom's innocent little head, she's just going, okay, so it's 2 rights, then a left, and past a big tree that looks like Spike's butt. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I love that. I love the oblivious nature of Apple Bloom. What's happening? What's this feeling? Why is my heart racing? I feel sick. Bloom. Bloom will help me. Wait, no. She left me, all alone, in the dark, with it. Oh, what the hell am I looking at? What is that? I will never forgive you. I will never forgive you. Oh, so Bloom let her die. It's not like she knew. She was just trying to get to Zecora. In her last moments, she felt betrayed. Jesus. Is that supposed to be Tree Hugger? I would assume so. Sugar Cube Corner, Part 4. The same warning. So we got Rainbow Dash, who's a survivor in a small group. Her design is super cool, by the way. Had put together a small group after what she witnessed. What happened to Ponyville, and refused to leave her friends while she was safe in Cloudsdale, and has only found Pinky and Applejack so far. Health is 100%, sanity is 80%, stress is 50%, hunger is 60%, rarely eats, infection is 0%, is out looking for her friends to make sure they're alright. She cut her mane and tail, tired and hasn't slept, matching with Scootaloo, Maw held blade. In her inventory she has a mask and that same blade. We'll be fine. I'm not tired. Now you got Scootaloo, who's also a survivor in that small group. Was found on her way to visit Apple Bloom after she couldn't find Sweetie, and was taken in by Pinky and Rainbow at Sugar Cube Corner, alone with a few more ponies. Health is 100%, sanity is 90%, she's confused. Stress is 100, stress is 10% along with hunger. Infection is oblivious. Is sitting at the front door waiting for Rainbow to return. She has nothing in her inventory. Rainbow and her both got one together, so I'm guessing that's like a little ear piercing. Had small cuts on her nose, made by Apple Bloom, so she has a little bandana or a little charm made by Apple Bloom. She got her mane cut by Rainbow, or her tail. Dirty from walking for so long. I gotta see my friends. Where are my aunts? What's going on? We got Pinky, who's also a survivor in that same group. She had been at Sugar Cube Corner when the outbreak began, and is the one who sent out most to find food and medicine, and has a knack for finding good food and staying safe with her Pinky sense. Health, sanity, and stress are all 100%. Hunger is 0%. Infection is... While she denies the existence of the infection, is a lookout for any infected ponies. In her inventory, she has a mask and some candy. She has confetti in her hair, tied her mane and tail up for safety. She has a little necklace made by Rarity. Muddy hooves from bouncing around Ponyville. Med and loot bag. How are ya? Hee hee. Hey. Okay, so she's happy as per usual. Then you got Lyra, who's also in that small group. She's a survivor. Lyra was walking with Bonbon, but was snagged by Pinkie Pie, who took them inside Sugar Cube Corner. But before that, she noticed a large pony-shaped shadow heading in the direction of Rarity's boutique, and felt a bit uncomfortable when looking in this direction. Her health and sanity are both 100%, stress is 0%, hunger's 13%, infection, oblivious but curious. She's with Bonbon playing with the cake's babies. Bonbon trimmed her hair, she stole Bonbon's shirt, wedding locket, picture of Bonbon, so they're married. Adorable as per usual. In her inventory she has medication and a med kit. Bonbon! Hey, honey bun, must be a game. Nope, definitely not a game, but you'll find that out sooner than later. I don't know. I want to make a prediction, and right here at the point of this video. Lyra, you're gonna die. Just an assumption, but I think you're gonna die. Then you have Bon Bon, who's a survivor. Was out for a walk with Lyra when they were corralled into Sugar Cube Corner by a happy, bubbly Pinkie Pie, who told them to stay there for a while, but didn't inform her or Lyra on what was going on. Health and sanity are both 100%, stress is 0%, hunger is 12%, infection oblivious, with Lyra playing with the cake's babies. Tied up by Lyra, her hair. Lyra's sweater is on her. Wedding locket, picture of Lyra inside. In her inventory, it looks like she has a water bottle and an apple. Love you, Lyra. Oh well, this must be a game. Also, apparently in this one, she was born crippled. That's exactly what it says. So she's kind of like wheelchair bound. Or kind of in like a little transportation device. I don't know if that's exactly a wheelchair. Because she... No, that's probably like a pony version of a wheelchair. Yeah. Then you have Mr. Carrot Cake, who's also a survivor. Was in Sugar Cube Corner with his wife when the infection began, deciding to stay inside with his family to keep them safe, whilst also calming down anyone who enters Sugar Cube Corner, knowing that overreacting would make his wife stress more, which is bad for the unborn foal. Health is 100%, sanity is 90%, stress is 30%, hunger is 10%. He's aware of the infection. He's also making cakes to pass the time and distract his wife. He has a wedding earring, aprons on, hasn't had time to shave, and he's slowly graying, and I'm guessing that's from age. In his inventory, he has some bacon stuff, like he's making some muffins, and he has the ingredients for the muffins. We'll be fine. I don't think he has an accent like that. Let me redo that. We'll be fine. It's fine, sugar. Now, Mrs. Cupcake, who's a survivor, who also is pregnant. I think it was quite obvious from the last slide. Before the infection started about 10 months ago, she found out that she was pregnant. And now with everything going on, she's worried if she's going to be able to have the baby. And even more worried for her younger two, fillies. If something goes wrong, or one of those things gets inside a Sugar Cube Corner. Health is 101%, so she's extra healthy. 1% over the health bar. That's great. Sanity is 98%, stress is 66%, hunger is 91%. She's eating for 2. Infection is not fully aware. I think that makes sense because he doesn't want her to stress out before giving birth. Stress baking and stress eating for hours. In her inventory, she has some muffins, chocolate chip muffins, I think they are. She has her wedding earring on, a necklace gifted from Pinkie Pie. She has her apron, and she's close to her birth date, meaning she's about to pop. Oh dear, oh dear, oh my, I hope every pony is safe. Then we have the little group of Pumpkin and Pound Cake and Gummy, an adorable little combo. Both cakes have been taking very careful care of them to make sure the infected outside don't hear their cries, but haven't been able to find formula in a few days. Health is 100%, sanity and stress are not applicable. Hunger is 50%, infection is oblivious. They're currently playing with Lyra and Bon Bon. They have a pacifier from Pinkie, small features replacing fur, and a favorite scarf and blanket. Gummy is immune, so I'm guessing it only affects ponies in this alternate universe. Meaning Winona's immune and Gummy's immune, meaning I don't think normal animals are infectable. Just ponies. They don't have anything in their inventory, but this is a cute little picture here. That's adorable. Then we have the next part. Oh, I don't think this is a part. I think this is just, yeah, this ain't a part. I think this is just something that they did. It's just a singular picture of, like, the icon for the AU. So, I mean, it looks cool. Now we have part 5. It's at the door. Oh, boy. Yep. Rarity, who's at the door at this hour? Rarity. Yes, yes, I'm coming. Is it Pinkie or perhaps Rainbow? Bang, bang, bang. Yes, yes, I'm coming. Please have some patience. Bang, 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 bang. Where are you? Okay, how may I help you? Drip, 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 drip. Hello? For the love of Celestia, I don't have time for... This better not be some prank. Fizzle. This Crunching and wheezing breath. Oh, that's bad. What the fuck am I looking at? I'm sorry, can I come in, please? Just to look at you, to love you? Mommy and Daddy don't love me anymore. Aw, dude, it infected a little one? What? Why is that so sad? Rarity is a survivor with her sister. She was in her boutique when the outbreak began and has come in contact with what she referred to as the Beast. And when asked by her sister after they packed up what they had and left, she refused to answer whatever it was. Clearly has shaken her. Health is 100%, sanity is 35%, she's traumatized. Stress is 100%, hunger is 10%, infection is not fully aware, but a little bit. Left through the back of the boutique and is looking for Twilight. In her inventory, she has a mirror and a couple types of gemstones. Her hair is tied up, she has packed bags, and she's petrified. She's trying to breathe like Huff. And she says, have to run. Now you got Sweetie Belle with her sister. She had been playing in her room in the boutique with her hearing aids off when her sister busted in the room and rushed her to pack her bag and rushed her out the back door before she could ask any questions. Health is 100% along with sanity. Stress is 10%, she's confused. Hunger is 10%. I keep saying 100 and mixing it up with 10. Infection is oblivious. Is completely deaf from birth and is still learning to read lips and speak properly. Bandaged to be cute. What? Rare? Sweater made by Apple Bloom, and she has a hearing aid. In her inventory, she has a spell book and a pencil and an eraser. So that's a cool little, like, thing to do for an AU. I mean, it's not cool because it's kind of sad. But, I mean, if they're trying to, like, make it different in the AU, that's kind of interesting. They made Sweetie Belle born deaf from birth, which is super interesting. I wonder how that's going to play into the story because I don't think she can hear without her hearing aids. Or I don't know if she can hear really anything, but she's deaf, so you would assume not. But I honestly wonder if this is going to tie into the story at all and she's going to get infected. That worries me. She's just a little filly. Leave her alone. Okay, part 6, Shy. So this is about Flutters, right? Yep. Fluttershy, alone. After the disappearance of her dear friend Tree Hugger, she's been very worried and has been flying around Ponyville and over the Everfree Forest, searching for her lost friend, blissfully unaware of what's going on the ground. Health and sanity are at 100%, stress is 20%, hunger is 40%, infection oblivious. She's been flying for hours but hasn't given up looking for her friend, even if her wings are sore. In her inventory, she has an image with her and Tree Hugger, and she has like a little, it's either a cloth, a type of handkerchief or something. Brambles she's never been able to get out of her hair. The day she got her cutie mark, her left eye changed colors. And now she can see things others can't see. Oh, that's cool. A gift from Discord. Cutie mark softly glows when she's in contact with an animal. What? Oh, they gave Flutters an upgrade. That is cool as hell. Where is she? And she also has feathers down here, not fur. So Flutters got like a major upgrade. That is super cool. Now you got Discord, who's also alone. He wasn't around before the outbreak and had actually been relaxing on a chaotic little getaway and had come back to a very frantic and upset Fluttershy. And when asked to take care of her animals, he reluctantly agreed, but not long after discovered odd, moldy, rotten food inside of the animal's feed and has become very suspicious of what's really happening. His health is infinite. Sanity is 100%, stress is 20%, hunger is not applicable, and it's questionable, but it implies he's immune to the infection. Left in charge of taking care of Flutter's animals. Furrowed brow, he has a plagued apple, a grift from Fluttershy, and jewelry to copy Zecora. I found this in Angel's mouth. It's rotten. What the? Also in his inventory, he has chalky milk and some cotton candy. By the way, Discord looks cool as hell here. I like the spikes on his tail. Then you got the pet companion. You gotta get Angel Bunny in there. He looks adorable. I give him little head pats. Angel personally finds hanging out with Discord instead of Fluttershy is a complete bore and he also knows that Discord is just trying to steal Fluttershy away from him. So while Discord had his back turned, he left through a small crack in the underside of Flutter's front door and went to go find her. Health is 100%, sanity and stress are not applicable. Hunger is 10%, infection is immune. So yeah, all animals are basically immune. He's pretty pissed off that Discord gave him cotton candy instead of a carrot smoothie, as he so blatantly asked for. In his inventory, he has a carrot. He's super mad, filthy from his escape, may or may not have made a mess before he left. Oh, you silly little guy. Part 7. That same warning. Soft breeze. Whoosh. No sign of tree hugger in Ponyville. Now that I think about it, there was no sign of any pony at all. I suppose I really do have to check the Everfree. Just my luck. She's adorable here, by the way. Huff, huff. I think I'll take a small rest. Flying is such a workout, but the night sky is so beautiful. I pray to you who created the night sky, the moon that outshines the stars. Mistress Moon, guide me, lead me to my fate, guide me to my dreams and give me courage, I pray to you. My darling Fluttershy, thy prayer is here. The path is clear to me. The soul is found by kindness. What is that word there? Thy has my blessings. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Interesting. Same warning. Now we got Nurse Redheart once again. I don't know if it showed Nurse Redheart yet, but if it did, yeah. I don't know. I make mistakes like that. Anyway, Nurse Redheart is assisting Twilight Sparkle and Dr. Hooves in researching the infection and helping survivors that come to the hospital in search of help, and isn't permitted outside as she is a valuable asset in case someone is injured or infected, and has been keeping in high spirits to help everyone get through this hard time. Her health and sanity is both 100%, stress is 10% along with hunger. She is aware of the infection, is currently helping Miss Cheerily with the fillies. She's a unicorn. She has pearls as a gift from Dr. Hooves, scrubs for safety to stay clean, mask, she's double gloved, and she has a hairnet. It's okay, fillies, no fear. Shh. And she has a needle and some medication in her inventory. Then we got Derpy, the amazing Derp. She's in a small group, B. Has been working at the hospital for a few months before the infection spread, and is so happy she gets to take care of Miss Cheerily's students. Health and sanity are both 10% or 100%. See, I keep messing up today. I'm taking another drink. I'm getting irritable. Okay. Because I keep messing up my words, and I hate getting dry mouth, but it happens every time I read for longer periods. Health and sanity are both 100%. Stress and hunger are 10%. She's oblivious to the infection, is currently sitting in with snails as she sets up an IV for him. Redheart wanted them to watch, feathers, not fur, hairnet, and scrubs and gloves on her hooves. She has it looks like a cupcake or a muffin in her inventory and an IV. Dr. Hooves, who looks goated as shit here. Dr. Hooves was approached by a very frantic Twilight and decided he would spend his time researching the infection she had talked about and how to cure ponies suffering from the disease, and hasn't gotten much sleep. Health and sanity are both 100%, stress and hunger are 10%. He is aware of the infection, is with Twilight in his office discussing what they should do. He's a unicorn, he has gray hair from stress, he cut his back tail short for safety, he has glasses for his poor eyesight, and a tie gifted from Redheart. I have hope. We will find a cure. He has like this little item here. I don't remember the name. Isn't it like a stethoscope or something like that? I don't know. And he has like a clipboard with some information on it. Then we got Twilight, who also looks cool as hell here. She's in a small group as well. Was in her library when she heard screaming and only got a glimpse of the outside at some towering beast running past her home and heading towards the hospital. So she apprehended it and killed it, and was horrified to see that it was a pony. She grew very worried and quickly ran to the hospital to warn anyone inside. Health and sanity are 100%, stress is 56%, hunger is 10%. She's aware of the infection. She's with Dr. Hooves in his office planning what they should do. I'll find a cure. What is going on? She has nothing in her inventory. Her hair is in a bun for safety. She has feathers, not fur. Reading glasses. Still can't use wings very well. And she has a little scarf made by Rarity. It actually really suits her. Then you got Spike, who also looks super cool here. He is quite confused on why Twilight dragged him out of the library after practically shoving him into her saddlebag full of books. But nonetheless, he's been playing with the fools, showing them all the cool things he can do as a dragon. Health and sanity are 100%, stress is 0%, hunger is 30%. Infection, immune, and oblivious, so he's safe. He's breathing fire to cheer up the fools and make them laugh. In his inventory, he has a couple types of gemstones. Horns from when he turned into a huge dragon. Scales are like his facial hair. Wing flaps that he can fly with. And sharp claws. I really like the designs of the characters in this AU. It's really well done. Then you got Miss Cheerly, who's also a survivor. When everything went down, she was in school with most of her children. 4 children in particular, not showing up for school, causing her to worry when she found out what was going on outside, causing her to gather all of the fillies and took them to the hospital for safety. Health, sanity, and stress are 100%, but she is worried. Hunger is 10%. She's not fully aware of the infection, just yet. She's with Nurse Redheart watching her class. She has nothing in her inventory. She has a hat made by Apple Bloom. She tied up her tail for safety. She has tears of fear. I hope they're safe. We have to find them. Then we got Snips and Snails. Both boys were in class when Cheerly rushed them out of the school and to the hospital. Previously, Snails came into school with the sniffles because his parents wouldn't let him stay home. And after about a week in the hospital, he started to get really sick, while Snips keeps getting more and more anxious. Snips' health is 100%, Snails is 50%, Snips' sanity is 90%, Snails is hallucinating. His is, oh my god, he's literally like freaking out. You okay? Yeah, if you look at him, he does not look good at all. What is going on with you, Snails? Stress for Snips is 50%. Snails is 10%. Hunger, both are 10%. Infection, Snips is oblivious. Snails is early stage 3. He needs to leave. There's no saving this man right now. This young fellow. Snails and Snips are kept in separate rooms, but Snips often sneaks in the Snails room to check on him. His horn broke from involuntarily hitting his head. Constant bleeding, can't keep food down, bandage from Dr. Hooves, cleaned raw rash, Snail's sweater, and fearful and anxious. Snail? You okay? I don't feel it. I'm fine, Snippy. I don't know. He doesn't look very good. That's bad. Then we got Peppermint Twist and Silver Spoon. They arrived at the hospital with Miss Cheerly and has been getting constant checkup injuries they had gotten on the way there. Health, both of them are 80%. Sanity, both of them are 90%. Stress, Spoon is calm and Twist is nervous. Hunger, both are 10%, and both of them are oblivious to the infection. They both have been sticking together despite Spoon's dislike for Twist after all her best friends is missing. They have nothing in her inventory. They have tied up hair as to not have it cut like Silver Spoon's. Was forced to cut her hair. Small scars and scrapes. Bandage from Dr. Hooves. Bandage from Dr. Hooves. Broken glasses. We'll be okay, right? I don't know anymore. Okay. Okay. This is just a picture of the thing again. Oh, it's just an update. It says it in the description. Y'all can check that out when you go look at the AU. Okay. Part 9. Okay. Dr. Hooves research notes. Well, this is my first entry on this so-called infection, as Twilight Sparkle told me about. As far as I'm concerned, it's no infection, but some kind of cursed magic or something of that matter. Nevertheless, I'm currently trying to figure out where it first originated in the Everfree Forest. And as of right now, when taking one of my assistants into the wood with me wearing the appropriate attire to ensure we don't get infected or before the same fate as the fillies in my care. Note, I brought Nurse Showhart and Dr. Horse with me for assistance. Only I returned to the hospital. Oh, they died. Okay. I tried to save them, but one by one. I can barely read this. The text is very dark on the top. I hope they forgive me. I had to kill them. They changed so quickly. Yeah, so they died, and Dr. Hooves had to, like, put them out of their misery. It happened in a matter of moments. They both just started to cough up blood and bile, only moments after stepping into what looked like a Lycoperdon Perlatum, aka a puffball mushroom. That oncoming and I can't talk! That oncoming in contact with exploded like an old hand grenade that sent spores into the air. Luckily, I was far enough back that none of the spores got into my mask. It seems that the filters of our gas masks aren't strong enough to shield us from the spores in the air. Further precautions will be taken when re-entering the Everfree Forest. So I returned to the hospital and took a few days to prepare, and then returned to find both of my companions alive once more, like the Lycoperdon Perlatum brought them back to life and was feeding on their bodies. Note, on condition, I could see Dr. Hooves' brain and the fungi feeding on it. Note, surprisingly, I was able to get close to Dr. Horse to check his pulse and he spoke. Note on condition, Snowheart was vomiting. Purified blood. The decomposition of her body was irregularly fast. He begged me to kill him. Damn. Snowheart was stumbling aimlessly, even bumping into trees. I'm not sure if she can even see anymore. Dr. Horse kept speaking in short, 3-word sentences, taking a moment in between each to throw his head to the side, so both halves of his head would rejoin before they could slough apart once more. I got photos. It's all so fascinating. Yeah, well, they're dead. That shouldn't be fascinating. It should also be upsetting. I must continue my research on this fungi. I will collect samples and bring them back to the hospital, and I'll make sure to keep them secure in the morgue. Underneath the hospital, maybe I could possibly figure out the symptoms, how to spot any signs of possible infection, perhaps even the stages in between the first coming in contact and then death. It's also fascinating. So very, very fascinating. I think I should call it the Lycoperdon Perlatum Infection. The Puffball Infection. I think I'm actually going to like put that in the title, because having like that in the title, that's going to go crazy. Oh, I like this. This is a cool AU. Then you got more updates. Also, that's like the last part so far, so it's just kind of like the description in the top right corner. But yeah, this AU is super good so far. It's current. Last time it was worked on was last month. Actually, a little bit under a month ago. So it is a really good AU. The art is absolutely fantastic. The story is indeed fascinating. But I gotta say, some of the artwork is absolutely vile. Absolutely disgusting. Like Tree Hugger in the beginning. Or Babseed. Absolutely gross. This AU, though, is pretty well made. I really like this one. I think it's really solid. And if you guys want to check it out, it'll be linked in the description down below. Now, even though I did mess up my speech from time to time, there was a few spelling errors occasionally, but it wasn't that bad. It was still pretty readable and easy to get past it. And honestly, I really do like this AU. I think the artwork is like the best thing about it. And the story is pretty cool, too. Although, I do want to see the rest of the story. I'm genuinely curious on what happens. Because the way that Dr. Hooves is just simply referring to it as fascinating when people he was teaming with that I would assume he cared about were dying in front of him. Was he emotionless? Is Dr. Hooves evil? I don't know. Only time will tell when more episodes come out. But I gotta keep it a buck. This is a good AU, so if you want to check it out, it'll be linked in the description down below. Go check it out for yourself. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you did, dislike if you didn't. It's completely okay either way. I really don't mind, and it's up to you guys at the end of the day. Make sure to hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button. It helps us both out in the long run. And one way you guys get content to entertain you guys, and on the other hand, you guys help keep this channel going stronger and better than ever. And we are getting closer and closer to 100K, meaning I gotta wear a maid outfit very, 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 very soon. And I'm not looking forward to it. But hey, it is what it is. But if you guys enjoyed, yeah, thank you for watching. Peace!
I'm the best shit